Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. Whilst my chicken is cooking, I thought let me jump on YouTube because it's been a minute because I had a lot of issues happening, and the tech talk that I'm about to present to you is probably maybe not the instigator, but it's a collaborator in this array of issues that have occurred in the last month, which is when I acquired the last piece of Moldavite. So today, yes, we are talking about Moldavite. What is Moldavite? Moldavite is a tektite. It's not a crystal. It's a tektite that was formed with a collision of a meteorite ages ago. I don't know when. I think it was 15,000 years ago. No idea. And it's found in the Czech Republic. It's really difficult to be source because there's a few mines around the world and they are very local. So if you are thinking of acquiring a piece of Moldavite, make sure that you're getting it from a reliable source and also ethical, because the pieces might end up being extinct in the end, right? So yeah, the production is very scarce, let's say, and that's why the prices are really high. Also, there has been a lot of talks about Moldavite in the last, let's say, 3-4 years, and it's become more fashionable than it used to be. But I knew Moldavite from back, I don't know, 2017, when it was presented to us in a yoga kind of masterclass. So that's when I knew about Moldavite, but I never purchased it, never held it until 2021, which is when I acquired my first piece of Moldavite. I didn't purchase it. I was given it as a gift from someone that I don't know. So I was in a book club, Francesca Amber's book club, and we were doing the magic, which is Rhonda Byrne's 28 days of gratitude kind of process. And one of the things was to give someone to someone. So yeah, basically making a gift to someone. And well, as it happened, I put out there that I wanted to experience Moldavite, and I ended up receiving it by someone very, very kindly shipping it to me from the UK to Spain. And here I've got the beautiful piece of Moldavite. This is the first one I had. You can see that it's got a very very random shape. I don't know where this is not focusing. My nails are awful. I need a manicure, but you can see how it looks. Anyway, it's kind of like an olive green and sort of see-through, quite irregular, and it has some bumps. It's very very nice to look at, actually. I could spend hours looking at Moldavite, and it's kind of like a meditative state that you get in, because the energy that this holds is mad. At the beginning, I didn't kind of get any of the sort of rushes and things that people sort of say that they experiment when they hold Moldavite on their hand. But as I cleaned it, I let it be, because I was quite scared after seeing all the stories of people like having a lot of issues happening to them. I sort of let it in a box. I put it in a box, and then I gradually started like kind of getting acquainted with it, so to say. I presented myself to the tektite. We're gonna call it crystal just for the sake of making everyone else confused, but it's easier to say crystal than tektite. Anyway, so I sort of got acquainted with it, and it was a period of my life where there were loads of changes. I recently moved countries. I did not know what I wanted to do with my life. There was a lot of things happening at that time. And still, they sort of, I sort of felt like everything was super rushed and super fast paced, and things happened very, very fast. I can't get into very specific details because it will involve other people, but I can remember from this period of my life that I kind of fast tracked all my evolution with the acquisition of this crystal. So long story short, I wanted to sort of carry it with me because this is I mean, I would be scared of just carrying this on my pocket. And I decided to go for jewelry instead of just carrying it with me and being lost or whatever. So I acquired a ring which looks like this. This is my most worn ring. And to be honest, I didn't quite, again, there was nothing crazy or nothing miraculous happening. I didn't clean it. Well, I did clean it, but I didn't sort of, because I cleaned all my crystals and stuff, but I didn't sort of set any specific intentions with it. I didn't get very clear on what I wanted to achieve whilst I was wearing this. I did know that I wanted to feel protected, which I felt sort of very much protected when I was wearing this. I would wear it on my left hand, so I would receive left receiving feminine, right giving masculine. Just a quick note on that. So if you want to wear your jewelry for a specific purpose, think about that when putting it on your hands or your wrists, etc. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I would wear it just to feel protection, etc. And I think I did feel a lot of protection whilst wearing it, etc. Anyway, I think I acquired this ring about last year, and again, loads of things have happened. A lot of heartbreak, heartache, and a lot of knowledge of myself. Again, super fast paced changes and a very compressed evolution spiritually, so to say. I don't know if I'm making much sense with these sort of cryptic explanations, but I don't want to get too deep into what happened, what did not happen, but just bear in mind that that was my second piece of Moldavite, and I learned a couple of lessons and I experienced compassion, love, and I acquired a lot of knowledge that I would probably have to wait a bit longer to have even grasped. Anyway, that was with the ring. So now we are in April. Yeah, so a couple of months back, I think it was in February or so, I decided to get a necklace, a Moldavite necklace in a shop. Again, this was in a shop that is certified Moldavite, etc. I made sure that it was the right, legit place. And I acquired it without, again, setting any intentions, any clear intentions or anything putting out there to the universe that I wanted to achieve. I know what I want to achieve because I have several vision boards. I have several notes where my top goals for this year are very clear, and I sort of live by those goals every single day because I have several reminders, etc. But I did not get the aid specifically from the Moldavite, or I didn't sort of make it that specific to be for the good of all and the harm of none. So that was my fault not to make it that specific. By the way, I'm going to show you my necklace. This is my necklace. You probably have seen it in other videos because I was wearing it. Now I'm taking a little break from it after all the things that have occurred. So I need to spend more time with my Moldavite and set my intentions more mindfully, and when the time is right, which is after all the eclipse season and all the craziness that is occurring right now in the astrological realm, I need to sit down with it and set my intentions. I feel too weak right now to do so. So what occurred was that I sort of decided at the beginning of the year that I wanted to make my life simpler. I wanted to increase my health and increase my creativity. Those were my 3 goals, and these 3 goals kind of dissect in different areas of my life. And one of my areas to be more simple, to lead a more simple life, had to do with my dogs, and with having my dogs in the right behavior and making my life simpler, basically. This is truly painful to talk about because I definitely associated with the Moldavite. The Moldavite will get you what you want. It's like a dog. It'll get you what you want because it is there to serve you and get you into a higher positive state and also into a higher vibration. So it doesn't really distinguish what will really wreck your life or what will make it in a gentle way. So long story short, like I said, I wanted to make sure that I had a more simple life with regards to my dogs. I had 2 dogs, 2 puppies, 2 poodles. I still have one. The other one has recently passed away. And again, I don't want to blame it or anything like that. Of course, this was a lesson for me to learn because I genuinely believe that this puppy was with me for a very specific reason that I have learned. I managed to learn that lesson and I deeply thank him for everything he has given me. But I could have learned that lesson in a different way without anyone being harmed, and be it my puppy. So this is one example of having Moldavite and getting a really crazy outcome out of that, because now my life is simpler. But I didn't want it like that. I didn't want it to be simple like that, with harming anyone and being harmed as well, because I feel deeply sorrow and deeply saddened for the loss of my puppy. It was very recent, by the way. So again, if you acquire Moldavite, make sure that you cleanse it. Make sure that you leave it in a box for quite some time and then maybe energize it with the full moon so that it can be charged. And also make sure that you spend some time with it, getting to know the energy that it holds and getting to also giving it intentions. Be very clear of saying, for the good of all and the harm of none. For the good of all and the harm of none. This is so important, guys, because you will get whatever you want, but you don't want to get rid of everything else around you and harm anyone else. So it's super important. I strongly believe this tektite is so powerful. Even when I hold it, now it's less strong for me, but when I hold it, I can feel the tingling sensation it gives me. Some say that some horoscope signs don't really get that much of an effect from the Moldavite, and some others really, really, really get very pumped with this tektite. So I feel still that sensation. Honestly, it's crazy, guys. For the ones that don't quite feel it that much, I think it's Capricorn. I think it's Cancer as well. Who else? I can't remember right now. But yeah, I know that Cancer and Capricorn may need an enhancement of this tektite with another crystal. So for example, tiger's eye or clear quartz, or even rose quartz, because it's like the heart chakra. You want it to be connected to your heart chakra. It enhances the effects of this tektite. Some other signs, like Aquarius, Leo, and even Scorpio or Taurus, get a lot of energy out of this tektite. I don't know the reason why. I don't understand the science behind it. Maybe we don't have the tools yet to sort of process that, but I can tell you that there is crystals that affect me more. I don't know if it's because of my social my sorry, not my social sign, my horoscope. I don't know the reason why, but I know that some crystals affect me harder than others, and this one is one of them. So if you're a Taurus, if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Leo, or if you are an Aquarius, be very mindful of that. Maybe those signs that are fixed. No, because Taurus is not a fixed sign. Oh yes, it is actually. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I need to look more into that, but I know that those signs are more effective. And if you have a moon in any of those signs, or an ascendant, or even your solar sign is one of those that I have just mentioned, be wary of that and be careful, and don't be scared, because there's nothing to be scared of, but maybe you go into a deep trip. So yeah, I think my chicken might be done now. I'm gonna go back to Earth and enjoy the pleasures that this 3D world has to offer. Of course, my chicken is is ethically sourced and comes from an ethical background. So don't be worried about me. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a good day, and I hope this was really helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe. Love you. Bye. Ciao.